Worship, beg, they are all valid reactions.
Hi there. Thanks to
The
hear.
depths of space crawl with terrible entities. Pray they ignore this world.
I'm probably going to be talking over Aurelian Soul, so prepare for that. Anyways, I want to go ahead and give you a very small update before we move on to the topic of this video. I plan on making an informative video that's like an hour or two long later on down the line, like a year or two from now. The thing is, I need to go ahead and work on Final Fantasy XIV first.
And an exit.
I don't know what he said, but okay. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I need to go ahead and focus on Final Fantasy XIV for now, and then once that's done, we could go ahead and come back to Route Rift. With that said, let's jump to the top of this. Let's go ahead and jump to the top of this video. We're gonna go ahead and start with the overview of supports.
Tedious being.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking on Rebellion, so forgive me for that. Please prep for that. I feel as though supports are up in the very weird spot right now. You got champions that are not considered as supports playing as supports and doing well. Meanwhile, you can take some of the champions that are meant for solely support and be trolling your team and be inting. Here's what I'm talking about. You can do Seth support. You can do Jarvan support. You can do Pantheon support. You can do Yasuo support. And heck, you can even do Misfortune support. I have done AP Fortune support 2 years ago, which I had someone popped off after I got to late game. But then there are some champions now meant for support that's not really meant for any other lane. I have done lane on the top though. The thing is, you're missing out on her passive. You don't have the other person to go ahead and like get the follow up buff for you. Braum top doesn't really work as well either. Janumir doesn't really work. Santa carry is not really profitable up in dual lane. Those are what I'm talking about. With that said, because of how things are, most of North America, I am saying North America because I do represent North America, but most of North America want tanks. Okay? Because of how things are, North America wants tanks. And that's just how things are. That's the meta. I want to go ahead. Let's go ahead and dive a bit deeper as far as that's concerned. If you fall behind, whether it be from dying for your ADC who mispositions, or you going back too far, or you're not being aggressive and then push you back to base, it's already a 4v5. This especially holds true if you are playing Enchanter, because if you like 1 or 2 levels down to the other team, they can easily wipe you out in 2 seconds. They can easily 2-tap you, and in some cases 1-tap you. Which is why everyone is telling the supports to go ahead and play tank. It's a 4v5. But say that you do pop off and do well, where now you gotta worry about the other lanes being fed, because if they get fed and they start pounding down on you guys that are winning your lane, and you happen to sacrifice for your carry for your marksman, well, it's no longer a 4v5 because of what they messed up. It's a 3v5 because you don't have the experience and you don't have the gold. Everyone knows this, so they're going to go ahead and bully you out. Just go ahead and take care of you first, so they ain't got to worry about that. They can reach your carry easier. That's how things are. If you're in a bad game and someone else is fed, sure, they may, as long as the carry feels confident that they can go ahead and win the game for you guys.
Naturally.
People aren't going to try. But if it's the support that is fed instead, it's going to be a 4v1 surrender. People are going to surrender. And their reason is simple. Supports cannot carry. And that's untrue, since we're telling supports not to go ahead and build damage items. We're telling them to play tank. In some instances, if you're playing a Enchanter, Your support items does not have any magical penetration. No support items has as far as the enchantments are concerned has a magical enchantment to attached to it. So you're just doing less damage overall anyway.
You will know your place.
Yes, and you'll know yours, Aurelian. So I'm probably going to be talking on him. So sorry about that. Just want to go ahead and let you know. Prepare if you haven't already. But yeah, overall, as far as supports are concerned, with that being said, with the surrenders and all the rest of that, they can still go ahead and be the playmakers. They just don't have as much power as they used to, due to the various nerfs, buffs, and changes to the overall summoner's worth.
Smolder, then implode.
That's what's me saying. I have recently hit Diamond, and although I've been dropping and going back, I have actually decided to stop 2 days ago to go ahead and preserve the Diamond rank until it's time to go back, which is probably 2 days from now. I am going to say this: it's not worth climbing alone as support. It's not worth climbing solo queue. You're just going to go ahead and get frustrated due to mistakes that anyone else is making. You're better off playing with friends. You're better off playing with friends. If you got a friend, cool. If you don't have a friend or don't have anyone to play with and you're having a hard time looking, I have a solution. Join my guild. Join my guild. My guild is called Support Squad. I did do X Plus for short. I actually wanted to go ahead and put the plus sign instead of the word plus, but Riot did not allow certain characters when I went ahead and started creating this on my own. So it is what it is. Anyways, my job is to go ahead and take other support players and teach them how to play different roles. Get them confident in learning how to play different roles. Because I'll tell you my point of view from it in a moment, but basically I'm getting these support players to play different roles and to go ahead and take some of the chunks that they love and having them play off meta for fun. So that way they can get used to the role and maybe go ahead and try out a character that's actually meant for that role. I'll give a few examples here. Leona Top is an off meta pick. However, I still use her, and surprisingly, it works in some matchups. You can play Leona Top. Thresh Top is definitely you can play Thresh Top if you felt like it. Although he's meant for support, he can also play tank up top. You can play Malphite top. You can play Nautilus top. For jungle, you can do Morgana jungle. You can do Nautilus jungle. And I did see some people pull off Brand jungle to be Brand jungle as of recently. So mid lane, that's pretty explainable because half the people that play support can also play mid lane. And ADC is going to be probably the hardest part. Senna is also off lane, but you can go ahead and make it work too. You just need 2 crit items and 60 souls in order for you to go ahead and constantly be critting. And not only that, but with Senna needing needing just those 2 crit items, you can pretty much flex around. She's like the only marksman that can go ahead and flex in the ADC role. You also have Ashe. Right now, Ashe is not considered a support, but I do consider her support because not only does her attack slow, but her ability helps to go ahead and find other people. Depending on where you're going, if flying that bird to, it helps with vision. I have seen some people getting away with Ashe ADC as a support. No, Ashe AP as a support. So Ashe Senna works as an ADC, but then that's it. That's all you have for marksman. Well, what do you do with that role? How do you go ahead and utilize it? You get creative. There are some other people that could go ahead and play the role well as an ADC. You have a Kill ADC. Yes, I did say Kill. She's not considered a support, but we might as well call her support because she can heal and also she can go ahead and use her ultimate. Not only that, you can go AD Kill up in ADC role because her first ability and her ultimate scales more with AD than AP. But that's about the only one I could go ahead and think of. But that's just why I'm saying get creative. Humdinger carry can work. You can stick Humdinger in due to his turrets. And to make things funny, the other side's actually going to have to respect the turret. Just be careful with pushing. I have seen Lux carry work. I have seen Seraphine carry work. Like Seraphine and I'm trying to think here. Seraphine and Sona. The reason why they got nerfed is because the challengers abusing that comp. Sona healing as a support, and then Seraphine using her second ability to go ahead and pop off and heal them even more. That's the stain right there. Orianna, Karma, Zyra. You got options. You seriously have options. Okay, so what is my actual point in all this besides helping people get used to playing other different roles? I want a support squad. I'm being greedy and selfish, and I want all the supports to myself. Now, obviously, this guild isn't just for supports. You can go ahead and bring whoever you want, but I'm mainly targeting supports. I'm mainly befriending supports, and I just want to go ahead and be grouped with them only because I know how they play, and I know we can go ahead and pop off mid game if everything else fails. Support stacking is overpowered, just like tank stacking is overpowered, and I want to go ahead and try to abuse that to my advantage. I know that my vision may not even come close to being true because of how we actually need some people to go ahead and make things work as far as games are concerned. It's also because of how much knowledge you have for that role and whatnot. I mean, if you're a support player and you play with me, I'll go ahead and really play any other role just so you can go ahead and feel comfortable playing with support. But if there's multiple people, well, I'll let them choose, and I'll still go ahead and fill because I know that we could go ahead and pop off mid to late game. It doesn't matter if we go ahead and lose lane unless you're feeding, which in that case GG's, but I know we can go ahead and pop off mid game if we're just stacking supports. Well, offers there. I'll leave that up to you. Again, support squad. And as you saw already, I only got one other person who I play with every now and then. We be enjoying each other's company, but yeah, offers there. I'll end this video right here. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.